There was a flurry of Cuba in the news in the Obama administration. We had baseball game, we had like the museum that opened up to the internet. It sounded exciting, it never went anywhere. Why did that fail? What was the intention and where did it fall short?
Well, I don't know if I would agree that it failed. I mean, I was in Havana and in Cuba generally a lot in that period, and I've never known a period that felt more hopeful, more effervescent. Of course, there were winners and losers in that sort of reform process. But it was a time when, for the first time in all my years of traveling there, I knew people, more or less people my age, who were making a decision to stay, that they were not thinking of how do I get out of here. Talented people with professional ambitions and great educations were thinking, I want to stay, I want to start a business. Something is happening. I'm not exactly sure where it's going. It's imperfect, sure, but I want to see and ride this out. The Obama policy at its peak really only had 2 years to work. And then, two things happened. Donald Trump is elected, and then Fidel Castro dies within weeks of one another. And so that kind of casts a pall on this hope. And so I don't know as if we know where that process would have ended up. But what I would say is that in retrospect, it also is clear that the Cuban government missed an opportunity. They saw the Obama opening as, the United States has definitively turned a page on past policies of sanctions. We can kind of play it safe. We can take our time to doing the things internally or with respect to our other relationships and partnerships around the world. We can play off different foreign interests against one another because Cuba is sexy. Cuba is in style.
They did not jump in and embrace opening with the United States.
They did not. And the reaction from Cuban official quarters in the immediate aftermath was striking. It was, Obama's policy is more the same. It's a Trojan horse, right? And they missed an opportunity to really double down on, say, U.S. investment for some of the loopholes that were created at the time in the sanctions framework. The fact that they didn't meant that it was that much easier for Trump to unwind the normalization thing when he came in, because there weren't this sort of deep web of business ties that connected both places yet.